Welcome in, I'm Steve Palazzolo, bringing you the top pass rushing teams in the nation through 11 weeks of college football action. It's all brought to you by Eckrich, the official smoked sausage of the college football playoff. All right, we're 11 weeks in, and I'm going to give you the top 4 pass rushing teams, and there's no secret to success in college football. If you want to be one of the best teams in the nation, you have to rush the passer, so all the teams we're listing here are very much in the mix for the college football playoff. Let's start with the number 4 pass rushing team. It is the Ohio State Buckeyes. Despite the loss of Nick Bosa, who had 14 pressures on his first 70 rushes before getting injured and now preparing for the NFL draft, Ohio State still has the horses to get after the quarterback. Chase Young has the most pressures on the team with 51. That includes 5 sacks, 10 QB hits, and 36 hurries. And then Draymond Jones on the interior, he has 30 pressures of his own. They still have 3 other guys getting after the quarterback with at least 10. Malik Harrison, Jonathan Cooper, as well as Nick Bosa, who is now gone. So Ohio State deep on that defensive line, and Chase Young has really helped mitigate the loss of Nick Bosa up front. The number 3 pass rushing team in the nation, it's Notre Dame, an 84.1 grade as a unit, and it's a complete change for what this defense has been in recent years. They've struggled getting after the quarterback, but breakout seasons from Julian Okwara and Jerry Tillery have carried this Notre Dame defensive front. Okwara has 52 total pressures to lead the way up front for Notre Dame, and then Jerry Tillery rushing from the interior, a 90.7 pass rush grade. That's the top grade, and he's second in pressures with 34. Also leads with 7 sacks. They're also getting good production from Khalid Kareem. He has 28 total pressures. Dalen Hayes has 18. Tavon Coney from the linebacker spot, he has 12. So as a unit, Notre Dame, that defense has been excellent all season, and it all starts up front with their pass rush. The number 2 pass rushing unit, no surprise here, it's Alabama. But they're doing it a little differently than they have in the past. We've seen them pull out units that have Tim Williams, Rashaan Evans, these great edge defenders. But this year, it's all about the interior pressure, as they have the nation's top interior defensive lineman, Quinnen Williams. He leads the way with 34 total pressures. That includes 7 sacks, 13 QB hits, and 14 hurries. His 91.5 pass rush grade, by far the top number on the Alabama defense. But they're also getting Isaiah Buggs rushing from the interior and on the edge with 32 pressures. Christian Miller has 28 pressures. Raekwon Davis, another big body on the interior, with 25. Altogether, 7 different guys have at least 10 pressures, including Dylan Moses and Mack Wilson from the linebacker level. Alabama always loaded in the front 7, but especially this year with the big guys pushing the pocket. And finally, the number 1 pass rushing team this year, it's Clemson, an 89.9 overall grade. They get pressure on opposing quarterbacks. They are crushing it from all angles. We already knew about their loaded defensive line, but it continues to get better and better. Christian Wilkins has the top pass rushing grade, rushing from the interior with a 90.3 grade. Clelin Ferrell has 33 total pressures. That leads the team, 9 sacks, 6 QB hits, and 18 hurries. We have Dexter Lawrence. He pushes the pocket with his 340-pound frame. He has 21 total pressures. That's tied with Austin Bryant, another edge defender. And then perhaps the crown jewel of this entire defensive line, it's true freshman Xavier Thomas. 17 total pressures on just 85 rushes. So while the rest of those guys are all getting first-round hype, Xavier Thomas could end up becoming the best of the bunch. You throw in linebacker Kendall Joseph with 13 pressures. Albert Huggins on the defensive interior with 13 as well. They have 7 guys with at least 10 pressures this year. That's why Clemson has the top pass rushing unit in all of college football. Out of those top 4 teams, 3 of them are already in the PFF top 4 as we look to the college football playoff. You have to win in the trenches today in college football. That'll do it for us. It's all brought to you by Eckrich, the official smoked sausage of the college football playoff. Don't forget to pick up Eckrich smoked sausage at your local grocery store for this weekend's tailgate or home gate party. And be sure to visit EckridgeFootball.com for great game day recipes and to enter their $1 Million Challenge.